Hello everyone. Welcome you all in complete ethical hacking tools course. So this course is very much dedicated to discussing all the tools that are part of this thing. So I hope you have enrolled well, and this is the first video I am uploading in this. Here I will be not discussing much, like module one I will be discussing, and then you will be getting everything in a live session also. Like from this module you will be getting everything in a live session, or I will try to record the videos to fast track everything. So that's how I'm going to try. Here it is. If I just try to discuss first module. So first module is more about like what is Kali Linux, like is basically introduction part. If I just go with ethical hacking, yeah, like if I tell you what is ethical hacking, basically ethical hacking is doing hacking or doing checking the system security, identifying the security weaknesses in any computer and system and network and application, and checking everything under the authorized and legal practice. So that comes under the ethical hacking. So basically, the goal is not to cause the harm, but to find the vulnerabilities before any malicious attacker do, and to help the organization to secure the assets. Just assume like it's facebook.com. This is the best example I used to take every time. Let's assume this is a facebook.com, and if you find some of the vulnerability into them, and if you report that to the organization, meta organization, or a facebook organization from this where it belongs to, you will be helping that organization to make their application secure. But if you are an unethical hacker, you may be trying to provide those vulnerabilities for your personal gain. This is the main difference between ethical hacking and unethical hacking. Most thing I will be discussing as ethical hacking only, but it depends on a person to person what they actually want to, and according to that they used to be. Okay, when I tell like why ethical hacking is very much important. Growing cyber attacks on multiple companies, government, and individual makes ethical hacking very much important. Ethical hacking also helps in preventing the data breaches, financial losses, and the reputation of a damages. Like if you assume here is Amazon.com. People used to search. It's an e-commerce website. People used to use for search for their the product that they required, and they used to order from you. What if and For that purposes they used to put their home addresses, their details. Even if you are making payment over that, you are putting your credit card details, a lot of details you are putting over there. And if there is any cyber attack over the Amazon and your data get leaks out, it is a huge reputational damage for the Amazon, because people will not be next time people will not be trying to put their data over the Amazon. So it will be a huge reputational loss or a financial loss for Amazon. So that's why learning ethical hacking and trying to use that in a real life is very much important. I hope you all understand like what is ethical hacking. After that, the main topic is like what is Kali Linux. So basically, Kali Linux is a Debian-based Linux based operating system like this one, and it's very much developed by Open Security and specifically designed for any penetration tester, ethical hacker, digital forensics, and security researcher. Even you can tell it is also designed for all the hackers, because it's a hacking operating system, and it comes with pre-installed 600 plus tools in it. That like if I just go with the tools documentation, there are more than 600 plus tools already downloaded. Like don't even need to download any tool. All these tools are already installed there. Even for password cracking, there are a lot of a tool. For recognition, there are tools. For every steps, there is a lot of tools already installed over Kali Linux. So you don't need to install anything. Everything is ready made. You just go start using tools and you will be doing so. And Kali Linux is also very free and open source. It is a pre-configuration. It is having the pre-configured security tools. No manual setup is required, and it is also being regularly updated with the latest exploit and the tool. And this particular operating system is basically used by all the professional security teams and the researchers worldwide. So that's why it's very much important. If you are trying to follow this course, you just also need to install Kali Linux. Like if you just go with this installer image, you just need to come over here, and this installer image you need to download, and after that you have to set up your VMware workstation, and you will be able to install Kali Linux. If anyone is getting error while installation, you can just contact me over my WhatsApp, or you can just drop a chat in a chat box. I will try to help you out. Like installation is very simple. Like it will hardly take you 10 to 15 minutes. Like this particular image you have to install, and after that you have to install VMware Workstation, and combining both you will be able to install Linux over your system, any system. Like if you are running with 8 to 16 GB of RAM in the laptop, it's more than enough to run this operating system, and it will be very smooth over your system also. So basically, Kali Linux supports multiple platform. Like it supports over the virtual machine, bare metal, cloud, even live USB supports, and there are a lot of built-in tools, you can say, like built-in tools for information. Like let me, if I just go to my Kali Linux operating system, here a lot of pre-built tools are already available. Like here if I just go to this section, like here for recognition we are having multiple tools. For resource development we are having multiple tools. For initial access we are having lot of tools. Then for persistence we are having tool. For privilege escalation we have tool. So for everything, like for password attack to digital forensics, so for all these stuffs there are a lot of a tool. And Kali Linux also having a very strong community and professional documentation as well. So that helps you all. And the relationship between Kali Linux and ethical hacking basically defines like what to do and why to do. And Kali Linux basically prove how to do it. So as an ethical hacker, you will be having just a task like what to do, and like Kali Linux will help you in how to do it. So it's a very important. Like Kali Linux is a very primary operating system which is basically used to perform penetration testing, simulated real world attacks, practicing the security assessment in the lab environments, learn hands-on hacking techniques legally and illegally. So it's a very much important tool. So that's why we will be using this operating system very much. I will be also trying to use sometime Paratos also, but most of time we will be switching to Kali Linux only. So Kali Linux and hacking tool must only be used for educational purposes only, and on the system you are running. Like don't try to be malicious and start attacking here and there, because in this particular course we will be learning a lot of like vulnerability assessment, then web application hacking, then wireless network. So a lot of tools we will be learning. So it's not mandatory you start targeting someone else outside the network, or someone else beyond the scope. So you don't need to be malicious over here. So try to be in limit and go further whatever you wish. After that, the second operating system that you can go with is a Paratos. So Paratos is also a good operating system. Like it's also a Debian based Linux distribution, basically designed for penetration testing, digital forensics, and security research. And this is more privacy focused operating system, and it is being developed by Paratos project, and it is very much widely used also by ethical hackers, cybersecurity professional, and the learner who want to have a balance between offensive security, forensics, and privacy also. So the main purpose of Paratos is to do penetration testing, digital forensics, malware analysis, reverse engineering, and privacy and anonymity. So both operating system almost gives you same power. Like either you are using Kali Linux or Paratos. Like tools are almost similar. It depends on, like it's a little lighter than Kali Linux. So if you don't have that much resources, like if you are running with a 4 to 8 GB of RAM laptop, and you want a smooth operating system still over there, so you can go with a Paratos. Even Kali will work fine, but it depends on a person to person. If you like a Paratos interface, you can also switch with Paratos. So that's why both are. So you have a both option. You can go with that. And the core architecture, like basically it is based on a Debian Linux, stable and very secure. The kernel, like the hardened Linux kernel, uh, with all the security patches, the desktop environment is basically made, which is very lightweight and efficient, and the package management, which is APT, advanced packaging tool. So all it comes with. So if I just go with a download section, from here I can choose which operating system I want. Like if I want to go with a live or a virtual or IO to anyone, we can install and go with like. So even I can install it over the Docker or WSL, anywhere wherever you want to install it, you can install. Here is the documentation page. You can also go and read some of the documentation. Paratos also, that will be also helping you a lot. So Paratos operating system also include a very wide range of tools for offensive security testing, like information gathering, network and host discovery tool. For vulnerability assessment, it comes with some of the scanner and analyzer. Then for web application testing, it has included all the tools for finding and input validation and the logic flow. for a network attacks, wired or wireless attack frameworks, exploitation frameworks for the payload creation and exploitation support. So for all these stuff, Parrot is also having the tools. And if I go with a digital forensics feature, it supports basically disk and file system forensics. It supports memory analysis. It supports network traffic analysis. It supports metadata examination, evidence preservation analysis. So a lot of stuff also comes with Parrot. If I just go with the documentation, I can read like a complete documentation. What are the general purposes of a distribution, pen test distribution? It is what is about is a security documentation, the forensics distribution for the security experts, digital forensics expert, researcher, and vulnerable hacker. So a lot of stuff also comes with Apparatus. You can also go with. And Paratos also comes with a lot of built-in anonymity tools, secure networking configuration, and privacy-oriented browser and utilities. So if you are more toward the privacy-focused person, you can also utilize this. That will be very good for you. So the third operating system that we can use is BlackArch Linux. So basically, BlackArch Linux is an Arch-based Linux, Arch-based penetration testing distribution, basically designed for advanced ethical hacker and penetration tester and security researcher. And it is basically known for its a massive collection of security tools. Like if I just go with this tool section, there are a lot of like around 2800 plus tools. So if I just go with Linux, it is having around 600 tools, similar with Paratos. But if I just go with BlackArch Linux, it is having more than enough tool. Like it is consisting of 2800 plus tools embedded, already downloaded over their system. So that makes this operating system very lethal, because a lot of tools comes pre-installed. And like beginner friendly distribution like Paratos or Kali Linux, BlackArch Linux target user who are comfortable with Linux internals and want powerful modular penetration testing environment. So if you have a good configuration of a laptop like 16 to 32 GB of RAM, having some powerful setup, then you can proceed with this operating system. That will be very best for you. Like it's a little advanced operating system, you can say. And the core architecture basically based on the Arch Linux, and it's a rolling release, you can say. Like every week or every month they have their new updates, so you can just check them. And it's a rolling release. And the package manager here is a pcam, and desktop environment is a minimal by default and user configurable. So when I comes to it a tool section, it basically offers around 3000 tools, you can say, for penetration testing and security tools, and basically organized into categories such as information gathering, network scanning and enumeration, vulnerability analysis, web application testing, exploitation framework, wireless attacks, cryptography and password attacks, post exploitation and rate teaming. So all these tools, like even if I just go with some of the tools that I may have also not used for some time. So these tools are very important, and a lot of power it gives you as a hacker if you are starting with this particular tool. And for every tool, if you just go with this particular site, they will teach you the documentation, like how to use this particular tool and how to start with that. So for every tool they are having their stuffs like cardio CLI, which helps you to intercepting the proxy to reply and inject the scan and first the HTTP request. So I hope no one have used this much tool till now, but yeah, it's a very good tool. And user can install all tools or a specific category depending on their needs also while installation. And this is around 28 GB 28 GB of operating system. Like if I just go with Linux, it's of a 4 GB. Same with Paratos, but it is of a 28 GB. So it's a huge operating system. So that's why it also needs a lot of resources. And if BlackArch Linux also comes with a advanced penetration testing capabilities. Like BlackArch is basically designed for a deep and complex security testing, which enables it to custom exploit development, low-level network and protocol testing. It also allows you to do advanced wireshark and hardware attacks with the using this operating system. Red teaming and adversary simulation is very much possible here. Post exploitation analysis and resistance testing it also provides you. So it often used in a professional red teaming engagement and a research lab. So that's why it's a very much powerful operating system. And one of a BlackArch biggest strength is a full user control, like minimal base installation, manual configuration of a services and tool, and it has ability to integrate personal scripts and a framework also, and it is very highly customizable workflow. So this basically all these stuff basically make BlackArch Linux very much ideal for the user who want a tailored penetration testing operating system. Like if you want to configure your own lab environment, your own tools setup, so this operating system will be very much good for you. But as of this course, we will be not getting into this operating system, because BlackArch will be quite heavy in this syllabus. But someday I will in some of the modules I will try to use BlackArch Linux also, to make this more understandable for a person who is trying to enhance his career in all of this stuff. So that's how I will be. And if I just talk about the performance of this particular operating system, it's a very lightweight based system it is having. Like the operating system is large, but it is having a lightweight weight system, and no unnecessary background services it basically runs. Like when you are running Kali Linux, a lot of services already start and running over there, but in BlackArch you have to configure everything manually. So that's how it working. And BlackArch has a step by step learning curve. Like it basically requires a whole solid Linux fundamental requirements, then command line focused environment. If you want to learn it, it requires, because it's not recommended for beginner but highly valued for experienced professionals. So as a beginner I will not recommend you to start with this operating system, but after if you gain some of the experience, then you can switch to this operating system. That will be add you a great value over your resume, and even in your career it will help you a lot. And basically this is very much commonly used in a professional security assessment, red teaming, operation, exploit and payload development, security research and tools development. So the uses of these are very much similar to Kali Linux and Parrot, because these all are the penetration testing distro, but BlackArch Linux gives you a little bit more ease over all these operating systems. So these are the three operating systems that you can utilize. And now I will be switching to some of the very basic commands, that is the part of the first module. And after this this video will be ended, and we'll look into the module 2. And if you are watching this video on the portal, within 5 to 6 days all this video will be included in the portal, and then you can finish the course within 30 days. And if you are attending the live session, similar to that, it will be going. So now I will be switching to my Linux for the some of the command line. Once again, for some of the command line understanding and running some of the scripts and tool, and to understand the command line basics. So if I just go with Kali Linux, I have installed Kali Linux over the VMware workstation. So if I just put my password, so here we are. So basically the Linux command line is a terminal and shell. So if I just click over here, this is the terminal or shell, you can say. So this is where you have to do all of your tasks in a Linux environment. So control and plus plus button I am just clicking to make the size increase, and I hope this is visible to everyone. So Linux command line is a core interface for use for ethical hacking and penetration testing. Like if you have to run any tool, like let's assume if I have to run Nmap, I can also search search Nmap from the tools category, and that tool will be run. Or if I just simply put Nmap and press enter, it will start running. Like if I put Nmap and -h, the tool will be loaded. Like it will open the help menu. So if I have to run any tool, I can also either use all these section, and even I can directly run it through the terminal. So that's why learning terminal is very much important. I use clear command, that is basically used to clear the entire stuff that is over the terminal. So basically command line, all these stuffs whatever we will be doing is a command line driven, and making CLI knowledge is very much mandatory to everyone who is trying to join into the course. Basically understanding command line allows you to run and customize the security tools, execute scripts and payload, navigate and manage the Linux file, analyze the logs. So a lot of steps it will be giving. Let's discuss some of the basic Linux command that you will be needing. The first basic Linux command is pwd. So basically pwd displays the current working directory. So right now my current working directory is /home /rupankar. After that we have next command, which is ls. So ls basically tells you list all the files, and it basically lists all the files and directories. And there are few common options also with ls, like ls -l to list all that directory in some detailed format. ls hyphen is another option that is available with ls. So it also gives you some of the hidden files and everything. With lsl, if I just put clear command, it will clear all the terminal. After that, we have the next command is basically cd. So cd helps you to change the directory. So if I just press ls, we are having some of the directories like desktop and document. So if I want to move to the desktop, I will be simply doing cd, and then if I press desktop, right now you can see like here it is showing like right now I'm in desktop. So if I press ls, it will show me whatever stuff that is inside the desktop, but right now we don't have anything. So if we want to move out from that, like if I want to move one directory back, I will be simply doing cd and dot dot. It will take me back. Like previously I was in a desktop, but now I just came out from the desktop. So again I will be doing clear command to clear all these stuff. After that, the next command you can use is a tree. So it basically display a directory structure in a tree format. So if I just put ls, it is just showing directory structure in this format. But if I put a tree, it gives a directory in a tree format. After that, if I use clear, it will be clearing the terminal. And after that, we are having make mkdir. So it basically mkdir helps you to create a new directory. So if I create a new directory, let's name it Raj. So mkdir Raj. Now if I press ls, here you can see Raj directory is being created. So now I can move to Raj also, like a cd Raj. Now I am into the Raj. If I put ls, there is nothing inside the Raj directory. So if I just clear this terminal, it will be clear. Now if I now do cd dot dot, I will be getting out of that particular Raj directory. And now if I want to remove that directory, I will be doing rmdir and Raj. So now if I press ls, now here no Raj directory is available, because this is for removing any directory. rmdir delete an empty directory. After that, we are having the cp command to copy any file. So after all this, we have few more commands like who am I. So who am I indicates who are you, like shows the current logged in user. After that, we are having the id command. Id basically helps you show the system display the user and group ids. After that, we are having uname. So it basically shows the system information, right? Like it's a linux based system. After that, if I clear will be clearing the terminal. After that, we are having the top command. So top basically display the real-time process users. So right now all these processes are running over my operating system. So basically top is displaying the real-time process user. If I do control c, this will be stopped, and I do clear to clear the terminal. After that, we are having the kill. So kill basically terminate the process by process id. So if I put kill, there is no enough argument, because I have not shown any process id. Like if I just go with a process, here is some of the process id. If I want to kill any process, I can give them, or even I can use stop command to get some of the process id, like pid 1 or 2, any process id. If I want to kill, I can also do kill and process id. After that, we are having, if I just move to some of the networking command, the first command is IPA. So IPA basically allows you to know more about your IP address. Like this is my inet addresses, this is my IPv6 addresses, this is my MAC address. So this basically shows you your IP addresses. After that, one more command is a ping command. So if I just go with a ping facebook.com, so it basically checks the network connectivity. So if I just do ping and facebook.com, any website, whatever you want, you can post. Now it is checking the network connectivity, like my network is working or not. So I just send some packets to Facebook, and it has received those packets successfully. So it's showing like the network connection is working right now. After that, we are having the command netstat. So basically netstat displays what are the open ports, what are the closed ports. So if you want to check into that, you can also do that. There is another command netstat hyphen ss. So you can also use this to check like what are the open ports, what are the closed ports. So these are the open ports over here. There some of the services are running over our operating system. After that, we are having the curl. So curl basically allow you to transfer the data from the URL, but we have not put it any URL, so that's why it's not showing. But you will be using curl command in upcoming sessions. After that, having the apt file. it basically manages all the software packages in a Debian based system. So right now we are using Debian based system Kalina. So it is a command line package manager and provides commands for searching and managing as well as queuing the information. So it basically manages the software packages. After that we are having the df command. So df basically allows you to show the disk space and uses. So here are my some of my disk spaces and uses. So df commands helps you to show you all that. After that we are having a du command. So du command basically shows you directory size, like what is your directory size in each cases it will show you. After that we are having some of the sudo command, like if I put sudo and sudo su, and now it will ask me for the password. Basically if I just put sudo allows you to give the administrative access over the Linux system, like it run like if I do sudo and any command, like if I use mac changer. So now it will allow us to run this command with administrative permission. Like now we can make any changes over the operating system level. So sudo basically helps you to run any command in that way. So it basically gives any command administrative privileges. After that we are having the history command. So history command basically tells you like okay, so I need to go back because we are in a root using. I just press exit. Now if I check history, so it will be showing us all the commands that we have used previously. So history shows the previous executed commands. So these commands like tools like nmap, metasploit, sql map, wireshark, airtrack, ng, all of these rely over the CLI uses. So log analysis records commands like grep tail, like tail command you will be needing while doing some of the log analysis. While okay, so it is stuck in because I am not giving the another parameter. After that all the script execution and automation depends on the shell commands. Permission handling is a very much crucial for exploitation and post exploitation. So that's why it's very much important to learn some of the more command line tools. Whatever command line commands are needed as a beginner, I have already discussed. But if you want some more, you can go for some Linux commands cheat sheet, and you can proceed with that. And always try to practice command daily over any operating system that you have installed, like Linux, Parrot or BlackArch Linux, and combine multiple commands using the pipe, and use some of the redirection and understand error messages instead of ignoring them. And that's how you will be able to learn all these stuffs very quickly. So this is more than enough for the module 1, because in module 1 this was just a basic introduction. So I hope when you are watching the module 2, or if you are going through the module 2, you already have any of these operating system already installed over your system, like either Kali Linux, Paratos, or a BlackArch Linux. If you have already installed any of these operating system over your system, now you are ready to follow the module 2. So in module 2 we will be using all of these tools for doing the information gathering, and that's how we'll be proceeding in the further modules.